Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just gonna go right in and do the next tutorial right away because I don't want to have to get all the way back here to this weird spot that's not near a bench save. So, we just finished the third segment of our run, which was the... I'm moving the wrong thing. Let's see if I can get this centered again. Oh my gosh. This is a disaster. Hold on a second. Wow. This really wants to click into place. I think I have... Hold on. Fine, whatever. Fine, we'll just do that. I probably should have left it that way in the first place. Okay, we are now doing the fourth segment of our run. We just finished East Arena to Waterfall entrance, and now we're doing the Waterfall to the Water Tower exit. This is where we're going to have another bench that I would suggest saving at. I'll tell you when we get there. And this part of the run is really fun. If I remember correctly, as I think on this, we don't have to do any shadow fights. There's a couple fights we'll be skipping, and they are very easy to skip. Of course, they won't be this time because this game's RNG likes to troll me while I'm doing a tutorial. Alright, let's go. Segment 4. Alright, we're going to let go of Yorda. Call her because we want her near us. And instead of working all the way up here and then working all the way down there, we're going to do a cool trick, which is just stand on this banister, press jump, and fall. We just saved ourselves a ton of time. And that gate down there, we're trying to get over there later. So, whoop. Alright. That's a really easy cut to do, and it saves so much time. And now we're going to get her. Make sure to do it further over. If you do it kind of in the middle of that bridge as opposed to close to the end of the bridge, sometimes it won't work, I believe. I've actually never tried to kill myself there, but somebody else said that's what happened. So I believe them. I skipped that cutscene. And now we'll take her down. Can't skip this cutscene. Anytime that it's moving us, we can't skip the cutscene. Okay, here's another... Come here, Yorda. Come on. Hold my hand. I don't have cooties. Here's another skip we're going to be doing. So normally we have to find a different way. Is there a ladder over here? No, we have to find a way to get on this ledge, and then we can get her. But there's a little cheat right here. This little ledge. If I do a flick jump while I'm standing about right here, boop, we grab the ledge. And we've just skipped another part of the puzzle. This is such a nice little area because it's such a time saver. All right, speaking of the opposite of time savers. Now we get, you know how I said this game, it gives you breaks. It gives you times where there's just not much to do. This is going to be one of those times. Look at her go up the ladder already. Wait, did she go back down? All right, come on. Now, we're going to have to wait for Yorda to get all the way up this ladder, and wait for her to get all the way up this ladder. I wish I could just fast forward through time right now, but I can't. I'm holding down R1 during all of this just so I can watch her. It's kind of, I mean, there's nothing else to do, right? We could zoom in, maybe. Ooh. With R2. Ooh. I'm so bored. Actually, I usually work on scripture memory during this time because there's nothing else to do. Kind of calms me down. Give yourself some kind of a routine you can do there as a breather, as a nice midway point breather through this game. All right. There's not too much we can do to cheat this section. We have to do the puzzles that are here. It's all just about learning how to optimize your movement, knowing where you need to go and getting there as quickly as possible. Yeah, there's a lot of tall ladder climbing and scaling for this whole section. And then the next section is going to be all death-defying jumps. So this is the Watermill part. The water tower will be way more fun and interesting. You don't have to push any buttons here. Just he automatically falls and he automatically catches the next bar. So all I'm doing is holding left and left up sometimes, depending on the angle the camera takes. Oh, that was weird. You can try and optimize that jump if you want. If you want to risk wasting your whole run, go right ahead. I still don't know how he doesn't cut off his fingers doing this. Look at that. Go with his sword. Maybe it's just a manicure. All right. Skip that cutscene. It turned on a water pump. Now this ladder, I'll go ahead and explain. Like if I'm, just like with the chain, if you just smash the release button, he automatically drops. But from here, if you do release, he still catches that last bar. So it's actually a little bit of a time save as you come down this ladder to come down about 3 rungs and then do your drop. You'll catch that bottom one and you're right off. That was ugly. All right, here we come to every casual gamer's least favorite part of this thing, and that's making this jump right here. I didn't push any buttons that automatically threw me up, but you want to do a much higher jump to reach up to that ledge right there. And the way to do it is to hit jump right as the piston is like all the way down and about to go back up again. And I missed it. On my last run, I missed it maybe like 8 times. Nope, missed it again. I think I'm a little late. I think that was a little early. This is something I need to practice more. Sometimes I get it in like 1 or 2 tries. Other times it takes me a lot of time and I don't really know that I'm doing anything different. Alright, we'll just keep trying it. It's something you really need to practice a lot to get a feel for, and sometimes I have a feel for it, and today and yesterday I really didn't. So yesterday I did a PB run, and I actually lost a full minute here not getting this jump. Maybe I'm pushing the wrong button. I don't think I was pushing jump. Believe it or not, I don't think I was pushing jump. And now I am, and it's still not helping. I was playing Spyro earlier today, and you use X to jump. So, it messed me up. I probably would have made it by now. Alright, here we go. Early? Late? There we go. So, all those other fails, I was pushing X instead of jump. I'm definitely going to highlight this and cut that out. Oh, once you climbed up here, you can just jump up to this ledge. All right, now we're gonna just drop down this ladder. Just mashing the release button, which is what I was doing instead of jumping earlier. Stupid, I blame Spyro. Pull this lever to open the door so Yorda can get out, but we're gonna skip that animation. Now I got a block over here to grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey Yorda, stay in this area, please. It's good to manipulate Yorda a little bit, like, do a couple calls to keep her here, or she will wander all the way to the other side of this big field. And then when you're done with this part, oops, whatever. Then when you're done with this part, she'll be far away. All right. I'm going to show you what happens first when you do this. Oh, that was a mistake. I jumped a little early there. That's okay. Usually I get this first try now, but I'm going to show you what happens when you jump on here and then mash jump to try and get up to that bar right there. Do you see that bar we're trying to jump to? All right. Let me show you what happens. Like, oh no, there's not a lot of time. I better mash jump. And you stumble. You're mashing jump, but if you haven't gotten all the way up yet, you kind of do a stumble before you jump. And I can show you here too. Like, I'm going to mash jump. And see, it doesn't work. But if I get up, pause, and then jump, it works. Let me explain that again. I'm going to climb up this thing and I'm going to mash jump while moving forward. Watch what happens. I don't jump. But now, doing that same thing, I'm going to climb up and instead I'm going to pause for a second instead of pushing forward and now jump. So that's how you have to do this windmill. If you climb up and you're like, oh no, I'm going to miss it. And so you push forward and try and jump. You don't do the jump. You have to climb up, pause for a second, and then leap. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to climb up. Pause for a second, and then leap. And we got it. That is so annoying. People think they're doing terrible at this game because they're mashing the button, and instead they just don't realize they're not supposed to be pushing forward yet. They need to, because he's stumbling for no apparent reason. It's such an annoying little like mechanic thing. Alright, we turned off the water. Now the fastest way back down, I kind of walk up against this and then jump at a little bit of an angle here. Yorda stayed with us because we called her. The angle was maybe a little... Come on, Yorda. This way. Sometimes she's all the way down on the other side of this field. And now we're headed down. And we're almost done with the watermill section, and then all we have is the what I call the water tower section next. But it includes what's called the gondola. Alright, so far so good. Come on, Yorda. Let's go. This is so annoying. Those little protrusions in the wall. I wish this castle had no protrusions in the wall. It would be so much easier to bring her everywhere. Alright, we're headed towards that gate right there. And we're going to need to push that cube over so she can get up. But as soon as her feet hit the floor, you guessed it, shadows will spawn. So, what we're going to do is, don't let that chain distract you. You do not need that chain. Okay, what we're going to do is leave her right here. Jump over ourselves. Push the cube. Get on this ledge. And then call her. And 9 times out of 10, she'll make a beeline to you. And the shadows won't grab her. So I'm just holding down R1. She's on this block. That guy can't get her while she's on the block. And we skipped another fight. Boom. We're halfway through this segment. Congratulations. Alright. Now we do a lot more running. The thing about this game is all the proportions are correct for this entire huge castle. So they don't cheat at all. There's never a part where it's like, and suddenly you're magically on the other side of the castle because you went through this one door. There's lots of places where you have to do a lot of running simply just to get to where the next puzzle's supposed to be. And this is one of those instances. All that stuff down there, it's gorgeous, right? Looks so good. This is stuff we'll have to do in the last segment. I just love that they show it to you early. Like, that's just so creative and clever and fun. And it looks awesome. Oh, that was not the best jump. Alright. Alright, this is Aladdin and Jasmine here. Do you trust me? Yes, you do. Fun fact, you couldn't let go of Yorda here if you wanted to. The game won't let you. I'm not pushing any buttons. It's just pulling her up on its own. I wasn't even holding down the grab button at that point. Alright, we're coming up close on a little mini, what I'd call a mini skip. It saves about 30 seconds. But it's fun to do. Man, I wish we could go up that. Wish we could go up there. Oh well. Going down. I like that you can move the camera during the cutscene and look around. That's cool. We're going to be moving that crane over. Okay, so step 1. Without getting Yorda to touch the floor, take her down to the bottom of these steps. Step 2. Jump back up here. Step 3, get on this ledge. In step 4, do a flick jump up here. Now you're not having to run all the way over and come up on a pole. Instead, we're already here. Saved us like 30 seconds. Pulling on this side instead of pushing on the other because the momentum is going to carry it the rest of the way. That's pretty cool. Go up this ladder. Whee! Okay, now from here, I'm going to give her a call. And then I'm going to pull this lever. Skip the cutscene. Keep calling her. Oh, and there's some shadows. And here's Yorda. Come here, Yorda. Yorda, what are you doing over there? Why are you staring right at them? Holy cow! I've never seen that. Usually these shadows aren't here. Oh my gosh. That really threw me off. She activated them a little early. Maybe don't call her right away. Or maybe it's because I delayed on pulling the lever a little bit. But that was fun, right? Okay, so we skipped that shadow fight pretty easily. Now we're just making our way up and around to get to the water tower area. This whole area right here is called the Gondola. I've never looked up the word gondola. I don't know what that actually means. Comment in chat on how dumb I am. You can go up this way. It doesn't look like it, but you can. Alright. This is another place where we're just running in order to avoid those shadows, and hopefully that... Oh, well, there they are, right? Sometimes they'll bother you, sometimes they won't. Wow, they're here early because of that other mistake. Alright. I'm going to get her into this thing, then take care of this shadow, and then we're going to try and head up. Oh, 2 shadows. 3? Ah, I love the sword. Alright, let's start heading up. Again, I'm holding on to the very edge of the pole because that goes faster than being further in. That's just science and leverage, right? And I'm also slicing Yorda's knees each time I pass her because that's also science and leverage. Gosh, this is gorgeous. You have time to look around. See the ocean. It's beautiful. Alright, for some reason it removes our grip, so we're going to re-grip where we liked it. Alright, and keep going up. Scraping those kneecaps. Boop. Alright, we're done. And I highly recommend that you save at this bench. I already have a save at this bench, so I'm not going to do one now in order to save time. But it's because this section right here, sometimes I like to call it the Ewok Village. There are a lot of jumps you have to make, and any one of those falls will kill you. Yorda? Come back here. Oh, who, me? You're the only other person here. Alright. Pushing up. Alright, now I'm not even touching any controls. I'm just moving to the left. Okay, let's talk about one of my favorite jumps because it looks scary, but it's not. Okay, so the normal way to do this is to drop down here, boop, 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 grab that thing, and start making your way across. But you can save several seconds by doing a leap from here onto the pole. And the way you do that leap, I really need to show you guys with this pointer, is... camera angle is everything. You notice as I move, the camera moves. And I want the edge of the camera to be in between this... Well, let me move over a little more. Come on, camera, move over with me. Come on, camera. Ugh, I don't want to stumble, though. Okay. I want the edge of this camera to be in this area right here. If I get too far over, even that's okay. Like, if the edge of the camera is right on this pole right here. But if I get too far over... Come on. Yeah. If I get too far over, like there... So let's count these wood things, spokes here. There's these wooden things. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the edge goes past that, my jump is not going to work. I'm going to jump over this, and I'm going to die. So let me move my pointer out of the way now. All right, so that's too far over. So what do you do is we pick up Yorda, we run over here, We try and wait for the edge of the camera to be, yeah, that's a good spot. Or even right there is okay. And what we're going to do is do a jump just like we did in the stone pillar segment. We're going to push left and jump at the same time. Ready? Boom. Works every time. It looks crazy, but it works. It's something worth practicing just to get the feel of it and make sure you're comfortable with it. You may even want to experiment with dying, like seeing, okay, how far over do I need to be where I'm going to be shallow on that jump, and how far am I going to be where I'm going to overdo the jump. So somewhere around there. Whee! And it saves a lot of time. It saves you having to drop down. It saves you having to go across about 1/4 or 1/3 of this pole. Plus, it's swag. There's not a lot of swag in this speed run. The PS2 PAL version gets all the cool jumps, but this is a jump we get because the PS2 version skips this entire section. It's so sad, right? All right. So now our next objective is to knock down this water tower. We're going to be doing another bomb toss. And on this bomb toss, we're going to carry a bomb over here. We're going to light it on that. We're going to walk to about the center and try and make a throw from this like line that's being made right here that I'm running across. And you don't want to throw too far to the right or left. You want to be almost facing directly at the pillar. If you throw it too far to the right, well, let's see if I can show you. If you throw it too far to the right, there's like an area over here where there isn't fence, and the bomb's going to bounce and fall off. And if you throw it too far to the left, it'll bounce weird and it won't even make it onto that little ledge area. So we want a live bomb that's going to land. It's basically going to make a basket. And the bombs are over here. But we're not going to worry about picking up a stick, because we're just going to light it ourselves with our jump. Hopefully I'll get it the first time, but if not, you know, it's not such a bad thing to show a fail as well. This is a little tricky. I like to approach it right into the corner like this. Make my jump. Do. That looks good. And then jump right before the cutscene, if you can. And watch. Now you're standing! Saves you even more time if you can get that jump in. Now we're going to jump over to this area right here. Go up here. And get Yorda to follow us. And what that water tower did was it made a higher bridge little area fall into a lower area so that Yorda will be able to continue to follow us. We're doing the puzzles a little bit out of order. The game kind of wants you to do this first and then do the bomb tower. We don't have to grab her here. As soon as she starts to jump, I don't call anymore, and I just start running and she'll follow me. But this right here is what we just created. So now she can follow us. Jump on this chain. And here we get to another... it's an easy jump, but if you miss it, you die. And so that's why we made that... save. Oh, wait, no, not yet. First we have to push this block. I'm getting ahead of myself. Push this block. You don't have to push it all the way to the ledge. You can push it right there. And from here you can jump to the ledge if you want to save that time. Oops. That was not good. Maybe I didn't pause right first. Okay. Pull this lever. This lever makes this chain come out. I could have skipped that cutscene a little earlier, but I wanted to show what I was doing. Now we're going to come to this hidden ladder right here. It takes a while to learn to climb that when you don't even see it yet. And the camera's swinging here. It's good to maybe slow down a little bit. And we're jumping onto this chain. You miss that chain, you die. Do one swing and jump. And we'll make it over to this. Okay, we're going to pull this around twice and it's going to start a cutscene. And depending on how fast you quit out of the cutscene, the camera may pick up right back here, and then you'll just line it up and jump. Or the camera may start looking at you from a weird angle, in which case you might just want to wait for it to swing all the way around. Or, where's the... Oh, well, I'm pushing instead of pulling. Who cares? All right. No, that's not what I'm used to doing. I don't want to do it that way. I'm gonna be picky about this. Alright. So, normally we pull it, quit this cutscene. Alright, it's giving us that angle. So I'm gonna try and do it while it moves. That looks a little risky, but I've never missed. So, give it a try. And you've only lost a couple minutes. Now we're gonna call her, and we're about to skip another fight and coming down all the way that ladder as well. What we're going to do is hang off this ledge. I'm pushing down to get as close to the bridge part of that ledge as possible, and I'm going to drop. And I'm just going to immediately hold down R1 to call her. The shadow's going to show up, and I didn't need to grab her there. And there's nothing he can do now. There's nothing he can do. He's stuck. I guess he doesn't have wings. And we've made it through the 4th segment. That was the water tower. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. I just like to call it Ewok Village. 2 more segments to go, guys. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, and you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you next time.